Good evening, friends. How are you guys? All right, I'm going to go straight to the point. I don't want to waste time here. I have some repudiation that I'm going to make regarding Davido's comment. I saw a tweet. Where can I see that tweet? I'm going to read that tweet out. I saw a tweet made by Davido on X. And when I read that tweet, I try to confirm to make sure that post was Davido's X, to make sure it's not fake. And I search the internet to make sure if people are responding to this, to make sure that it's a correct text from him, that he knows what he's doing before I can respond. Now, after all said and done, I confirmed that yes, actually, Davido actually made that text after the election in Osun, and I was shocked. Now, it is clear that Nigerians have been taken for granted. It is clear Osun people have been taken for granted. Because why did I say so? Immediately after the election, and it was declared that Adeleke won the election, what did he do next? He made a speech, a victory speech, where what he did in that victory speech was to thank the president as if the president is the one that gave him the gift to retain that seat. I made a video yesterday to repudiate him on that particular step. Then after that, Davido posted this text on X. And I'm asking, how are people ungrateful that citizens of Osun, citizens of Nigeria, stake their life to make sure that this guy retained the seat? And what did the governor did after he was declared winner was to thank the president first in that victory speech. And everybody was in the back burner. And people were so enraged yesterday. Why should the governor rush to give a victory speech in thanking the president as if it's the president that staked their life? About 29 people died in Osun. 29 people died in Osun, if I'm not mistaken. I stand to be corrected. With a lot of people who staked their life, got the vote, voted, stood there to guard it, to make sure that the votes counted. And what the governor did was to grant a victory speech in thanking the president. And then the next thing was from Davido. In fact, the Davido's post, the text, was so insultive, disrespect to the people of Osun, and disrespect for the entire people of Nigeria, who supported directly or indirectly to make sure Adeleke retained that seat. And that is why I said in the beginning of this video was, Osun people has been used. It's like, it is clear that this is like a family business. I'm going to put that post. I'm going to put it in front of this video, but I'm going to read that post now from the video. He said, I brought no one. No one defended me. I backed my family on my own. Remember, he said he backed his family on his own. No one defended him. You guys are ruthless and disgusting. I have done my job. Nigerian politics is evil, and I don't want to be part of it till God help us. That was a post from Davido, insulting the multitude, the citizens of Osun, and the entirety of Nigerians who directly or indirectly stake their life, their time, to make sure that his uncle won the election. And now he has the audacity to come out and post that no one defended him. No one backed, that he backed his family on his own. All right. I could see a lot of responses. In fact, I could see from the responses I see from Nigerians, they are disgusted with that test. It's like being used and dumped. What are you going to tell Davido? I'm going to respond. I'm just giving this an intro. This is an intro before I go into full repudiation in response to this test. What are you going to tell to those who lost their husband, their wife, their uncle, their aunties, their niece, their cousins, their brothers, and their sisters? Those who lost their life. What are you going to tell them? That the life is wasted for nothing. They paid the ultimate price. And you have the audacity, because you are Davido, to say that you did it on your own. You backed your family. All right, Nigerians, you've seen it. Are you going to go and patronize his music again? Are you guys going to go and patronize his music again? Are you guys going to call him your celebrity? All right, this is an intro. I'm going to go into full repudiations. So stand by and listen, because I was fighting with words. When I was drafting my response, my repudiation to this test, I was fighting with words. I don't want to be so degrading to Davido and his family, but I came close when I was driving the response. So Nigerians, I want you guys to stand by and follow me and listen to my repudiations, to my response to that particular test. And I'm going to put that test on the screen. He posted it on the X. I believe you guys have seen that text. So I'm going to post it on the screen, and then I want you guys to follow me and listen to my repudiation to that particular test. And this should be a lesson to every citizens of Nigeria. Anytime again, any celebrity fighting for the survival of his uncle or his auntie to retain power, just let them be. Don't even waste your time, because at the end of the day, they don't even give a damn to those that lost their lives. All right, let's start. Listen to my repudiations. All right, just follow me step by step on my full response. Davido, you may walk away from politics, but you cannot walk away from the people. Davido, you have every right to say you are tired of Nigerian politics. You have every right to support your family, and you have every right to decide that you no longer want to participate in partisan politics. But Nigerians also have every right to challenge you when your words appear to send the message that your political responsibility ended the moment your family achieved its objectives. You said, and I quote, "I backed my family on my own. I have done my job." That statement is precisely where the problem begins. Done your job for whom, if I may ask? If your job was simply to defend your family, then say so. But when you use one of the largest public platforms in Africa to intervene in a political contest, mobilize attention, speak about the electoral process, and publicly celebrate your uncle's victory, you inevitably become part of a much bigger national conversation. And that conversation does not end because your uncle has won another 4 years. The young Nigerians who follow you are still here. The unemployed graduates are still here. The young entrepreneurs struggling to survive are still here. The Nigerians demanding accountability, competent leadership, and a better political system are still here. The Nigerian did not change overnight because the Adeleke family won Osun. So when you say, "I have done my job," many Nigerians are entitled to ask, what about our job? What about the Nigerian youth who have supported you, defended you, and amplified your voice? Nobody is demanding that you endorse a particular presidential candidate. Nobody can force you to support Peter Obi, Bola Tinubu, Atiku Abubakar, or anybody else. That is your constitutional right. But influence comes with responsibility. Get it? Influence comes with responsibility. You cannot passionately defend your family when they need you, and then you tell the broader public that you are washing your hands off politics altogether once the family objective has been achieved. That is why people are reacting. And Davido calling Nigerians ruthless and disgusting because they question your position does not strengthen your argument. It weakens it. Criticism is not hatred. Questions are not attack. Disagreement is not persecution. You have built a career on being heard. You cannot demand privilege of speaking to millions while stimulously demanding that millions remain silent when they disagree with you. And there is another uncomfortable question you should answer. If Nigerians and the Nigerian politics is evil, why was it important enough for you to enter the arena when your uncle needed your support and the support of Nigerians and the support of Osun citizens? If the system is truly broken, then shouldn't the objective be to help Nigerians fix it rather than simply walk away after your family's political battle is won? You don't have to become a politician to awaken the responsibility and the minds of the youth. You don't have to campaign for anyone. You don't have or even have to endorse anybody in 2027. But please understand this. Nigeria is bigger than the Adeleke family. Nigeria is bigger than Davido. Nigeria is bigger than Osun State. The people who rallied around your uncle's re-election were not merely supporting a surname. They were exercising their, democratic rights and making choices about the future of the state. So don't tell Nigerians to simply make we day our day. What do you mean by that slangs? We are already in our own. I repeat, we are already in our own. You've made it clear. This is our country. This is our future. And the Nigerian youth have every right to demand that influential Nigerians use their platform not only when family interests are involved, but also when the future of the country itself is at stake. Davido, you can leave politics if you choose, but don't confuse political withdrawal with moral neutrality. And don't mistake criticism from Nigerians for ingratitude. The people are not asking you to fight every day. They are asking you to stand for something bigger than yourself. Because the struggle for a better Nigeria did not end in Osun on August 15. It has only just begun. To say that your job is done is disrespect to the people of Osun, is rude and disrespect to the entirety of Nigerian citizens who fought directly or indirectly to stake their life and their responsibility and their time to defend the democratic principles of Osun to make sure that your uncle survived that election. And now that your uncle has won the election, you are now turning your back on the multitude of Nigerians who supported your uncle. What an arrogancy. What an arrogancy. To serve the citizens of Osun State is a privilege and not a right. It's not an entitlement. The citizens protected their democratic rights to making sure that their vote counts. And they exercise their power to make sure that the state stays in the hand of the person they elected. But sounding that your job is done because your uncle has won an election is an ingratitude to the motive of Nigerians who fought for the purpose. Let me speak to the Osun people. It is clear that this is a family business. It is clear that your sacrifice matters not. It is clear that those that sacrifice their life, that pay the ultimate price, matters not. What matters not is that the Adeleke family. And it is high time you take a pound of your flesh. No more monarch in Osun. No more family governance in Osun. It is time to say enough is enough, regardless of your status in the country. I rest my case.